Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Viewer, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Alright, so I did spend my money. I mostly upgraded defensive stats and maybe some speed here and there. That was kind of my main focus. Yeah, pretty much that was kind of the gist of it. As for skills, still working on mental concentration from Remelia. Mei Ling, I capped out Ironclad strategy, so now the entire front row will take 10% less damage, and now I'm upgrading the damage dealt. So right now it's at 2% extra damage, and it'll go up to 10% eventually. Sakya, I'm just saving up points for right now. I'm thinking I'll probably go ahead and see about getting Dexterity and then Jack the Ludobile, which that's going to take a while. Patchouli, I'm kind of holding on to points, right? No, I'm going after high stakes still. For Nidori, I didn't really want to upgrade any of her spell cards right now, so I did go ahead and give her an accuracy tome and max that out with her skill points. So now I don't have to rely as much on accuracy items. With that in mind, I actually went ahead and I replaced her Asura Blade with a Glaive of Pain, so now her attack stat is over 12,000. Ryson is still... What am I going to do with Ryson? So she's maxed out Discarder, so I can actually do other things now. We could do Final Blow. Yeah, I would save up for Final Blow for now. Ooh, actually, when the user gets a turn, there's a 35% chance they'll use up 1 MP, but then they can ignore enemy defenses. That's actually pretty good. That'll give us another character that can bypass defenses. So yeah, we'll save up for that. Of course, by the time we get it, it'll probably be too late. Buff up attack. No, I'm not buffing up attack, that's right. I'm saving up for high stakes. Alright, Sune, I'm just upping her defense still. And then Yuka, I'm kind of just holding on to points right now. I may just upgrade Flower Shot. Her mag boost is capped out. I may consider getting Gensokyo's Internal Flower, since I do intend on keeping her in long battles. Komachi, I'm just saving up for... Not sure. Actually, I was thinking about getting Iron Mountain Charge, to be honest. Because that does give some defense piercing. The other option is I start buffing up her spell cards, like her Scythe that chooses the dead, which is spirit based. So I don't really need to make a decision right now, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, anyway. Floor 17. The Violet Hidden Road where sinners wander for eternity. Alright. I think this map may have an FOE. And that FOE is like automatically aggroed, I think. And it's just going to gradually make its way towards us. It's either that or that's in the next floor. Alright, this requires a Dianthus seal. So we got that going for us. Oh right, I need to actually tag you guys out. Okay, that's a bit overkill. I've been really tempted to spend some of my stat gems. Like I could give Nidori like another 10 MP, which could be helpful for sweeping. Oh, one thing while I was looking through the wiki, her super scope has actually been nerfed. It's actually weaker compared to prior to Plus Disc. All right, cool, new enemies. Also, what level are we now? Looks like I think we're floating. Our average level's about 70, it looks like. So yeah, still ahead of the curve a little bit. Really, the big thing is the fact we've been devoting a good chunk of our money towards defenses and things like that, and just upgrading stats in general. Huh. Wow! Thank you for missing. Alright, that thing has high physical defense. That's a problem. You might actually have to have a normal party for once. Let's go with this party. We'll see how that plays. I'm hoping that like our little head start as far as power levels is concerned is going to make the upcoming wall far less painful, but I cannot make any promises there. 10,000, holy cow. Yeah. Alright, let's go back so I can actually keep her around. So, yeah, it might be racing. The big concern is speed. Yeah, how fast is... Yuka's generally pretty slow, 142. Okay. Racing might be fast enough. That's still rough, though. Because I'm gonna have to pump it. I have to pop a discarder every time. I mean, unless that gas woven orb is enough, but I don't know if it is. All right. So I don't need BP for Yuka at all, but I believe units that are in your party get more experience than those outside your party. In general, all your entire everyone, even if they're not with you, do get some experience. But I don't know if that's still... I know that was the case in the first game, but I don't know if it's still the case here. Wallbreaker armbands, nice. Staff of Exorcism. Okay, we've gotten this before. It reduces recovery rate, but increases maximum MP. Okay, there's the gap stare. I can kill everything else. Okay, I am fast enough. I can do a discarder. Oh good. No! Are you kidding me? I'm like a point short. That's ridiculous. Alright, well, let's see if I can fix that. Oh, that was upsetting. Racing didn't level up. Okay. I'm using Forbidden Tablets, so I can't really go any higher on that front. Oops, sorry. Oh, I did get an achievement, I think. Yeah, I did. Sell for more than 100,000 money at Neteri's workshop. Toma Insight Mind, Ultraseller. When it comes to sales, numbers are everything. So yeah, not too bad. I still have to do the spend 200,000 in Nettery's Workshop, which that's not going to happen for a little while. Alright. But yeah, Nettery's Workshop. Oop. Gold amount of some power armor, thank you. You can probably sell a bunch of these, but they're not actually worth that much. Actually, they're worth some. They're not too bad. Alright. Hold on. That. And get rid of those. Those are fine. Keep going to. I keep scrolling to the bottom for some reason. There you go. 125. Let's see if that helps. Also, we haven't run into any. We haven't run into any jellies. So. I don't know what they're called. I just call them jellies. So yeah, I'll see if this works. Oh, I did take a look at Nettery's self buff. It's not very strong. I mean, it's still. I mean, it adds up. It has a low cooldown. It only costs 2 per cast, but. It's not something I'm willing to dump points into. Essentially, every point into it just increases things by 1% rather. So our biggest problem right now is speed. Good. Well, I mean, casters are generally just slow always. Patcholi's even is well, actually Patcholi's faster than Yuka, but yeah, she's not fast enough to outspeed that particular monster. I see that FOE, but I want to trigger this first. There's a hole. Yeah, so you can see the FOE there. I need to go and kill the FOEs again. Alright, let's get set up for this. I don't know what the FOE for this floor is. I'm not even sure if it's the last one. The word last I put in pretty big quotes because of how this game is. Alright, down to 1 HP, go. Lunar clock. Oh, well, having that proc 3 times ate up all of her MP. But that's fine. Okay, you're buffed up, so yeah, we'll just heal you, which will, of course... Will that buff your stats? I don't think I don't know if Sine has that skill yet. No, I don't think she does. Alright, tag you out. Well, bye-bye Sine. Okay, I can at least debuff you. Normal, weak against nature. There goes all of her MP. Great. Resistant to spirit, normal to cold. Weak against wind as well. That was not a lot. Now you're down to 1 HP. Yeah, so Remilio recovers 6 MP per concentrate now, which is nice. Oh yeah, I upped Mei Ling's HP, so it's a bit higher now. That's gonna hit. That's fine. Apparently that attack is fast. Okay. That did a lot, including a bunch of debuffs. Blue Saber and a Magic Fill Parchment. Alright. It's a decent weapon. Okay, I can't afford to unequip that. Mei Ling, what about you? That works. Alright, we're not in good shape right now. But what we might be able to do is fight all the FOEs now and get the achievement for wiping them all out. It does. I believe that achievement does not count the one that has that's level 147. But I'm not entirely certain. Hello, kindly die. Thank you. So yeah, I don't remember too much about that particular boss, but apparently it seemed to have pretty decent mind stat. Ooh, 2 of you, huh? Well, time to test out if Ryson can actually do what she needs to do. Nope. Well, let's go kill all the FOEs. Because I don't really want to refight that particular boss. Alright, so yeah, let's kill all the FOEs and see if that will trigger it. Hey, we won. Alright. So the main thing is we need to keep track of how often we leave, because that's what the cooldown is for respawning them. It also gets us some materials, which I can always use for crafting. Alright, and then we want to, that was floor 3, we want to go floor 5. Yeah, floor 5. Go back down the stairs. Kill this FOE. This one has instant death attacks. Okay. Then we go back up a floor. Hit this FOE. It may look familiar. Yeah, that attack there I think has instant death on it. Okay. So that was floor 5. 4 and 5, really. And then we want floor 6 center? Is that right? Yes. Yeah. Fight you again. Alright. Then we need to go forest. So let's see. Or sorry, jungle. So be this one. Don't worry, Patchel, you'll eventually get a turn. Alright, let's see if I can just go here now. So this is floor 8. Okay, kill this FOE. Okay, this is what, floor 8? And there's not really a quick way to get back, so I don't think there's one in floor 9. I'm fairly certain there's not one in floor 9. So it'll be floor 10 next. Actually, before I do that, make sure I'm doing this right. Have no FOE symbols present at once. Okay, we might not be able to do it then. But I'm gonna go ahead and beat them up anyway, because I've already started. So, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, should be 10. FOE. FOE. I don't remember which direction you are. I think you're south. There you are. Oh, cool. Power armor that we can sell for 2k. Alright, and then we go back the other way, fight the other FOE. Now this one is north, I know that much. Amazing how quickly you grow in power in this game. Alright, that's floor 10. Floor 11 doesn't have one. And then we had the dragon. So the question is what floor that was. I honestly don't remember. Was it center west? Center east? I don't remember. Yeah, it's all the way over there. And there's no easy way to get there from here. So that was northeast. Be floor 15 center, I think. Okay, yeah, that works. Assuming I go the right direction. So yeah, we'll kill the fire dragon. I think that'll be... It still might not be enough to do the achievement. But if it does, great. If not, oh well. So yeah, we should be able to just do this and go up and say hi to Fire Dragon. There you are. Bye-bye, Nettery. Alright. And I believe that's all of them. Okay, yeah, so there's still some that we have to fight, apparently. It may include that one that's level 147, but I cannot say for certain. Well, in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, and when we come back, we'll keep exploring this place. I'm Theodore Prestito, this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. I'll see you guys in a bit.